they're really having trouble getting baby faces to go against him. In this match, Kenta's out here and the crowd's chanting OZAWA, OZAWA at the beginning of the match. And Kenta kind of has to adjust a little bit on the fly and says, all right, I'll kind of be a prick. I'll be a little bit of a heel. I'll work a little more heelish because he maybe assumed, hey, I'm going to go out here and the crowd's going to love me. That wasn't the case. The crowd was more on Ozawa's side at the beginning of the match. But then what sort of happened as the match went on is that Kenta's so good that he was able to get the crowd back on his side a little bit. And Ozawa's pretty good at being a heel too. So they were then sort of getting back on Kenta's side a little bit more as the match went on and starting to root for him a little bit. But then when Ozawa got the win, it was, all cheers again. And the crowds really do like Ozawa. The crowds really do find Ozawa to just be, he's entered that cool heel territory, which is a dangerous place to get to, because after the match, Ozawa gets the win, defeats Kenta. What happens after the match then is Kaito Kiyomiya comes out, and he's essentially going to challenge for the next big show. But when he comes out, it's all boos. Kaito Kiyomiya walks out, boo, boo, no. And Ozawa even says, really brave of you to come out, even though everybody was going to boo you. And Kaito Kiyomiya is like, I know, sorry, don't boo me. Let me say what I have to say a little bit. So they're struggling in the sense that this guy is such a big star and he's so over, but he's supposed to be a heel, and you're trying to get a babyface that the crowd's going to sort of cheer for. It's a weird dynamic to be in right now if you're Noah, because this guy is so good and he is a draw. You can't have him be too cool of a heel, or you have to turn him face. But it's really weird right now to have him still be a heel and have these guys come out when nobody else in this company no babyface in this company feels like they're on his level at all.
It's a self-fulfilled prophecy, because in order to get the unit over and get him over, they had to make them so dominant. And there a lot of people are saying, oh, well, they're not as dominant anymore. They're still losing. No, they're barely any less dominant than they were. I know they're losing in the occasional tag match and things like that. They had to lose the tag match to set up the main event where the no fall DQ thing. And but they still are extremely dominant. And what's happening now is, because you had to do that to get the group over and get him over, they now have like that NWO thing where they're the cool heels and all the baby faces look like dorks. And Kiyomiya especially, who struggles with that to begin with, he was completely emasculated by Keiji Muto during those few years. And it's hard enough to get the fans to respect him. And he just comes across like a total dweeb compared to these guys. And that's why when he came out, he got booed. And he took it in stride and he tried to promo through it. But especially in some of these buildings where it's your smarkier fans, it's going to be a struggle to get any of these baby faces to get the fans behind any of these baby faces, because they want to root for Ozawa because he's cool.